This is Jared with Second Chance Canine, working with our new dog here, Ace. He is from a shelter. We wanted to do some basic structured walking. Right now he's on the flat lead. He's gonna sniff around, see how hard he's pulling, kind of let him sniff around. This is his free deal. Let him sniff around and just kind of follow him. Let him sniff and do his thing. Maybe he'll pee on some stuff. Just watch out, because sometimes there's glass.
Yeah. Well, and I like to go to a park that has cacti, and there's cacti in the alley. You don't know that it's dangerous. Look at him; he's all up in the thorn bush.
Yeah. Watch out for that glass.
Come. Good.
And when he comes to something like that, and something that may hurt him or whatever, he's like a child. You have to protect him. You have to show them, because they don't have the same concept as death or danger as we do.
Yes.
You have to be that boundary for them. Their mental state is never going to go past maybe 2 to 3 years old of an infant child. So you have to think of that. Another glass, so let's go around it.
Come.
The obstacles.
Good.
So the tail's up, wagging, smelling. Now you have to give these guys time to be a dog, time to smell stuff, time to pee on stuff, to relax a little bit so they can poop. The structured walk will tire them out more and exercise their mind. But first, they have to have a little leisure.
Well,
And
I noticed he prefers to be free, because we did a long play section with the prong collar, because my brother was setting up weight equipment in the backyard, and he did great. But once I took it off, he started zooming. You could tell he was happier, because he was like, "Oh, I don't have to work. I can be free."
Right.
And we were just getting him used to the idea, like, hey, you know.
So let's see if he'll go to your side and sit at this road on the flat lead.
Smell it?
Yeah, let him smell it till he's done. Don't let him lick it or anything, but
Ace.
okay.
Ace, come. Sit. Sit. Push jump him.
No. See how I'm
Good.
closing my fist and he's focused on that? And when you close your fist and you come up over the nose, it automatically puts their butt down.
Oh, I thought it was just like a sign language. But it helps the instinct.
And then you can use that as well. Like I said, nose, eyes, then the hearing. The command word or whatever it is the last thing I teach. First I teach them to follow the hand. Then I teach them that everything good comes from this deal, and it's never going to hit them. It's never going to do anything bad. There's only good things.
I gotta be honest, I've bopped him in his nose before.
Yeah,
to
don't
show dominance.
Yeah, don't
No,
do that.
It's a big no-no.
Yeah, big no-no.
Okay.
Now, I've worked with horses as well, and there's trainers out there that'll beat the crap out of them or ride them just right out of the thing, and let them buck. But if you run the animal and exercise it and kind of get them climated to you and stuff, then you don't have to do that to them.
Yeah.
We try to use positive reinforcement training.
Yes.
Now, you're a teacher. I'm sure you're familiar with
psychology too. So
Pavlov's theory of classical and conditional training.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the concept seems simple,
Yes.
but it's all about consistency and building the bond with your animal. The more they are bonded to you, then the more freedom they have. Okay. Now, I don't know if you've ever been locked in a box. I have. It's not very comfortable. You get a lot of bad habits in there and you go crazy. So if he's in the crate and stuff all the time, or if he's isolated away from you guys all the time, you're never going to get him to be good in the home. The crate is the last deal. If that's the place where you want him to sleep, that's fine. But he cannot be in there all day, every day. He has to have human interaction. He has to have playtime. He has to be exercising. Depending on the breed of your animal, that volume goes up or down. Okay, they might be real high energy, they might be real low energy, they might not need that much exercise. You never know. You have to kind of critique and pick up on him. If you see him getting anxious, if you see him doing some of these things, then hey, you know, I need to exercise him. I need to do a little bit of training right now, and kind of get his mind and give him something to do, give him a job, give him a purpose. So right here, go ahead and stop, put him in a sit,
Ace.
and let's try to switch him back to the prong collar.
Ace, sit.
And we'll do a structured walk.
Ace. Sit. Lay down, okay. It's alright. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I just have to change him. You're okay. Stay. It's okay. Good boy.
And communication with your dog is a big thing. You're always wanting to talk to them, and you're always wanting to give them praise for something done right.
Good.
Now, right here, I'm gonna have you video.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And I am going to take the lead. Come. Now you see how I'm holding it. You see how I have it over here. It's different from here. Every time he looks over there, does something I want. It's just a little correction, but it's not a constant. Once he goes and does what I want, and it's just body language. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to communicate. Everything is done through a leash, and he can feel my energy through the leash. Oh, sit. Sit. Yes, good boy. See the difference?
Yes.
If you're a good leader, he's going to be a great follower. Come. But the thing is, like I said, this is going to build your confidence. This is going to build your dog's confidence. And then what happens? He gets more freedom. He doesn't have to be on the prong collar. He could be on the flat lead. And then from there, if you're in, like you go somewhere like the Midland Nature Trails, a place I go often here in Midland, they can go off leash. He can go sniff the rabbits, play with the ducks, go swim in the pond. He has that freedom because you have a recall.
Yes.
You have a bond. You have something else. Now, what you were doing when you were walking him was you were giving him the wrong information.
Oh, okay.
And so he was not doing what you wanted. Good boy. You just want to do it for a little bit. Put him back into the position. Oh, it's okay. Sit. Shh. Shh. Sit. You want him to look at you for the guidance. Sit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's confused, sit and lay down. Because I've done a sit and a stay, and I've been rewarding the laying down.
Now, whichever one he offers you first is okay. You want him to give you the action, and then you can name. Oh.
Got too close, sorry.
Then you can name the command. If he's offering the lay down, this is not something that they teach here. Oh, oh, right here is getting frustrated. Sit. Hey. Sit. You see something? He's learning. It's okay. It's okay.
We live right in front of a slumberjay, so he hears a lot of machines, a lot of trucks. But he never gets to explore that area.
Right. So, and then we're back. Now you see how he's tight on me now? It's right where you wanted him to be. Stepped on the collar. Sorry.
I've done that before. Well, because he'll also try to get at my feet and walk in front of me.
It's also a good deal because you're here. If I had him by myself, it would be a different deal. But like I said, it's our first deal.
Yeah.
He's trying to get to you, and whenever you speed up and do something, he's trying to follow.
You want me on his side?
Now, as soon as he starts fighting or whatever, you have to take his mind off the thing, okay? That's either with a loud noise. I do a lot of tushing. I do a lot of whistle work. I never really talk to him. I'm not a very talkative person.
His negative marker is
So right here, we're gonna let him do what he wants. And then when we feed him back, what's the dog's name?
Ace. And his good marker, his positive marker is good.
A little bit. Now I can see that he's getting frustrated and stuff, so I'm giving him a little bit of a break right now.
How could you tell he was frustrated?
When his ears went back a little bit, you see how his tail's low?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just his version of telling you he's frustrated.
His version of saying, hey, I've had enough right now. I don't know what you're trying to communicate. So this is why when we first start doing our training sessions, we do them in 15-minute increments. Okay, you don't want to overstimulate the dog and give a negative connotation to the thing that you're trying to do. So you have to give them breaks, and they'll let you know when I need a break. When I need to see how his tail's coming right now, a little bit. Good boy.
Now, body language, is there like universal body language cues for dogs or for across a certain breed, or is it all individual for each individual pup?
Some of it depends on breed, some of it depends on the individual dog, but generally it's all the same. You want to look up here between the shoulder blades. This is hackles. If the hackles are going up, the ears are going back, the tail is down, that's not a good situation. Especially if he's coming to introduce himself or engage with another animal, which is what I'm fixing to show you with our demonstration dog over there. See how he acts to whatever. Now, the basic obedience that we're teaching is good, and if you step that up and keep stepping it up, all you're doing is adding the distractions until y'all build that relationship and he quits reacting, he quits doing the things that you don't want him to do. But you have to baby step it. Everybody says, well, if he sits and I teach him sit, then he should know sit everywhere and anywhere. It's like, no.
He needs practice.
You have to expose him to the environment that you're going to be taking him to. If you have a sister or relative and you want to take them over to their house and they got dogs, if you teach these basic fundamentals, then when you go over there and introduce them and stuff, there's not a problem. And it's good for the animal because now they got a play buddy and they have some socialization and they have more of that freedom that I'm talking about.
Yes.
And then a happy dog is a healthy and a well-behaved dog. Okay? So we're fixing to go back on the road here, finish up a little structure.
When it comes to training, I have one more question. Is duration more important, or is it consistent numbers, like consistent amount? Like, I guess what would be better, a good 30-minute session once a week, or good 5-minute sessions every, like.
See it? Good boy. Now in the beginning, any little thing like that, like he didn't go all the way down or whatever, but there's a big distraction over here, never heard before, and he gave me a little bit. So even that is okay, and then you just step that up with duration.
Okay.
Distraction and duration. So when you're teaching the sit or whatever, all you're doing is stepping up the distraction. Once they get the concept of whatever terminology you're wanting to use, or whatever action you're wanting the dog to do, then you just step up their distractions until they become desensitized. Now, you don't put a kid on a horse if you haven't been with that horse, put that horse around noises and things that might happen that are going to make them buck and take off and hurt the child, right?
Yeah.
You want to go up there and rub all over the horse. Or same thing with the dog. I have a lot of clients come to me, I can't take this dog to the groomer. He's biting everybody and they won't work with him. I can't do it. Well, a lot of the things I'm fixing to teach you once we get to the backyard, it's a lot of little things.
Yes.
But if you do them, you'll see the end result. Now, we always want to be good boy, petting them and kind of communicating to them. And
big ditch right there. And he's strong. He's 60 pounds.
Right. What we're wanting, and then we're going to work better together. if you make the training fun, they're gonna want to do it. If you make it like, man, this is the thing, and then you get nervous and whatever, they pick up on it. Like, I hate training.
And straight punishment.
Yeah, and it's they don't enjoy it. So you want to make it a good experience.
Well, and he looks relaxed and happy right now.
And he's on the, see how I'm barely holding the leash right now?
Yeah, it's relaxed.
Yeah, he's relaxed. He's not pulling. Why? We've let him sniff.
Yeah.
We've let him be a dog for a little bit. Now this thing isn't so scary. And you can let him walk in front of you or whatever. Now if say another dog came, he starts giving the reaction, then we call him back to our side.
Okay.
Then we give him that command.
And that's okay to do that?
Yes, because now he's got to be focused on you, and he forgets about that over there. Because,
Yes.
hey, mom's fun. She's got treats. She's got praise. She's got whatever.
Yeah. There'll be something in it for me. She's cool. I like her.
Yeah. So let's come up here. Oh. Sit. Sit. Leave it. Sit. Ace. Sit. Good boy. Free.
Ooh. I like that free word.
So we're going to wrap up this video. This was my first walk with this dog. He's a little skittish, and clearing up communication between him and the owner. This is Jared with Second Chance Canine. Thank you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Got it.